Good morning, guys. So yeah, Fed meeting was yesterday. The Fed raised by 25 basis points, right? So up to 5%. But they also said that they'll have to monitor and see, whether further rate hikes will be appropriate, etc. Blah blah blah. You guys probably listen to it yourself. So in the video yesterday, I explained this area that we were at, right? And I pointed out the support and resistance. Let's just use this Fibonacci's level, resistance, support, 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 support. Support, support, resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. Right? Spoke about the anchored VWAP. Right? From the high, the peak, resistance, a little bit of support here, resistance, resistance, and now rejecting off that again. Right? I mentioned looking back at this area for potential buy. So I'm still going to have a look at that area, but the news now, we'll have to see, do we want to continue down, or is this it? However, right now what I'm looking at is the potential of us going down, and I'm looking at where we are right now, right? And this trend line that we've broken of support, 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 rejected, long wick. I placed an anchored VWAP at this high, this peak, right? So in between this area we're at now. So you can see over here with the anchored VWAP from the peak, resistance, 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 broke above resistance, support. Remember I mentioned here we probably get a push up before we get a push down. The possibility of that happening. That happened. Push down, broke below the support on the trend line over here. So I'm looking for a retest, right, somewhere in this area. I'd like to see some divergence. So we have this high over here, this high. I'd like to see this maybe potentially push further, even if we push up, as long as it's lower than this low. So we have something like this happening, and something like this happening, that's going higher than this peak, but this one staying lower than this peak. That'll be some divergences at resistance, right? So now the issue comes, let's delete this. How far up? Do we find rejection here? Do we maybe squeeze, touch that area, and then push down again, giving us a potential trend line? We'll have to see. Let's put this Fibonacci. Yeah, so anyway, in this area, if it pushes through, then we could have a push up back into this area over here, into this golden pocket area of the Fibonacci. So I'm looking in this area for some signs, and back, it depends now how quickly this thing, if it does push up, if it makes it to there to test this broken trend line over here. Support, 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 test previous support as potential resistance, and then maybe continue down. and then this target area takes us to this trend line that I said I'm going to look for some potential signs. Maybe we reverse up, or maybe this was just a counter trend rally and we continue the move down. Like I mentioned, let's go to this S&P. You see that S&P got a massive rejection of this anchored VWAP from this high, and I showed you guys that if this thing now decides, okay, now it's going down now, maybe we have a move till June into this area. $3,200. Right? Let's look at this VIX. VIX, let me just take this away. We have this trend line over here. Resistance, resistance, broke resistance, support, support. It's playing around here. There's support area over here as well. So maybe it goes a little bit sideways, giving sorry, it's very messy now. Now sending us also back up into there before we get that. Maybe we get some more of this and then pushes further up. We'll have to see. Just look at the logarithmic chart. Rejected of this area as well that I mentioned yesterday. There's a potential area of resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So now I want to see what happens here. Or does it? I want to push down to this previous resistance level here that had support here and here. Alright guys, so I just thought I'd show you guys this little area of interest that I'm looking at for today, and I'll check in again later, maybe see what's happening. You guys can join my Telegram channel, it's free, link is in the description. If you guys are looking for capital to trade with, I'm sure you guys have heard of prop firms. For me, I'll solely recommend FTMO. I've never had any issues there. There's another one that I used that I actually got my payment out as well, was through Forex Funds, I think. But I'll recommend FTMO because there's no other issues. So there's a link for that in the description as well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do these YouTube videos. This is a short one. It should actually be an intraday video, but I'll be doing shorter videos like this that I won't be uploading to YouTube, right? But just having these daily videos in the Telegram group. So you guys are welcome to join the Telegram group. I think any videos below 10-15 minutes I'll send there. Anything above that I'll send on YouTube or post to YouTube. But just make sure you get all the information if you find it valuable. Once again, this isn't financial advice, not advice to buy or sell. Strictly educational. Just showing you guys how I see things. Alright. Thanks.